Every one of his numbers has gone the wrong way. So he started out, let's talk about ERA. Rookie year, again, he came up as a 22-year-old, right, guys? He had a 3.24 ERA as a 22-year-old. A 2.6 ERA as a 23-year-old. I mean, think about that. We're all, in 2016, we're all sitting there just totally enthralled by this guy, right? 2.60 ERA, 14-9, 183 innings pitched, and 218 strikeouts. Everyone's thinking this is the next big thing. But since then, it's gone downhill. I'm willing to throw I'm willing to throw 2017 out the window. He only pitched 30 innings. But look at 13-4 in 2018 with a 3.03 ERA. Not bad. 155 Ks and 154 innings pitched. But then last year, he wasn't very good, guys. A 4.28 ERA last year. His Ks per nine has gone down every year, while his walks per nine have gone up. That's not a good indicator. Maybe Syndergaard turns it around. But I'm not buying it, and I'm sure she's not buying it in the 6th round. You can get a lot of other players that are a lot more established than Noah Syndergaard in the 6th round. So if you're thinking about Syndergaard, throw that at a bat and turn around and consider one of these guys. Chappy suggestion. I'll give you my next 3. Max Fried, Jake Odorizzi, and Zach Gallen. I'm a little all over the board with these guys, right? So Fried is a 126, Odorizzi is at 183, and Gallen is at 109. 109 for Zach Gallen. I like Zach Gallen. That's too high. Again, why we do this exercise. Gallen is at 109. He's drafted in the 10th round? I don't take him over Max Fried. I don't take him over Jake Odorizzi. Malpel says Fried, Gallen, Odorizzi. I'll tell you, I mean, Gallen has a ton of potential. But it's way too big of a risk. It's way too big of a risk, though. So Andrew is saying higher than 109. All right. When Roto Lee talks, I listen. I don't know what that is. Looks like maybe someone doctoring a ball. I don't know. So anyway, that's why you're talking about at this point. You're talking about at this point your 3rd, 4th, and 5th pitchers. Hopefully, you've gotten 4 or 5 guys from above these guys. But to me, these 3 guys are your last, one of, because the next 2 I really like as well. One of your last gasps at filling out a starter for your rotation, right? And again, we're talking about 8th to 15th round for these guys, 16th round. So middle draft. The last 2 that I'm going to talk about, and these guys are really reasonably priced. But again, we've talked about 36 pitchers here. We've talked about a lot of pitchers. Dave Craig, Julio Urias, and Frankie Montas. What do we think about those two guys? Urias is slated as a starter for the Dodgers this year. He should be the 4th starter. And Montas has a place in the Athletics rotation. Both of them didn't pitch the full year last year. Both of them had a touch of problems last year. But man, both are really freaking good, aren't they? Both have a ton of talent. And if I'm sitting there and I'm trying to fill out my last starter, I'm going to take a chance on one of these two guys. 4-3, 2.48 ERA for Urias, 1.08 WHIP. You like all those numbers? 9-2 for Montas, a 2.62 ERA and a 1.11 WHIP. Urias is nasty. So is Montas. If you can fill out the last starting pitcher, if you can fill out your last starting pitcher with one of these two guys, where's the ADP, guys? Those two guys. I haven't told you that on purpose. Urias and Montas, where are their ADPs? I mean, you're winning. If you can fill out your rotation with one of these two guys, you're doing well for yourself. Hell, if you're putting them right behind your last guy, you're doing well, because pitching is deep. And we're going to talk about that next time. I just scratched the surface with these guys, right? There's a ton of value out there. A ton of it. That's awesome, Dave. That is really close. That is really close, buddy. He is a stud. So just to wrap it up, Urias has a 159 ADP, while Montas is 116. I think these guys are really comparable. And both have secure jobs. There's real value in Urias. And he's still young. I mean, it seems like he's been around forever. He's what, 21, 22? He's still a young kid. So, there you have it. My 36 pitchers. My top 3 tiers of pitchers. Right, wrong, or indifferent. I love you guys. Next week, actually, join me Friday after Lenny. It is a tough one, right, Mal Pal? Thank you. Thanks for a feed. I mean, those are 2 really good friggin' pitchers. The difference is about 40 spots in ADP. That's a big difference. That makes Urias a huge value, especially when you think Montas is a value 40 picks earlier. Next Tuesday, I'm going to talk about the rest of these guys, because there's extreme value here. You're listening to Chappy on Chaps Fantasy Chat. I come to you on Tuesday nights on the Lenny Melnick Fantasy Sports Network, located at LennyMelnickFantasySports.com. I love the people I work with. I have sincere love for Lenny and Andrea for putting this on for us. This is such an escape. This is, especially in these times, guys, this is so much fun. Thank you guys for coming in and listening to me. I love the outpouring support that I got tonight. I'm brought to you on Tuesday nights. Again, join me Friday. I plan on doing my first AM show right behind Lenny, the legend Melnick. Please join me then. I love this network. I love these people. Thank you, everybody. Andrea, the Amazons, David, Lenny, Malpal, Pretorius, Kevin Hastings, Royal Boom, Arnie Jones, George Hupschman, anyone I may have missed, Patrick Stroopy Dew, anyone that's listening and that's not signed in, Guest Elena, Guest Alicia, Guest Carol. I love that these are all female names. Love it. Again, Tuesday nights at 7, Chaps Fantasy Chat. I'm coming to you, hell or high water. Flu or freeze. Love you guys. See you guys next Tuesday. See me next Friday or this Friday at 9:45. Peace. Chaps chat.